Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Alan, this is my life in Taiwan, and I am standing in an incredibly special location here in Taiwan. This is the source of the Guanziling hot spring here in the Tainan area of Taiwan, and today we are going to be asking some very important questions, such as why do Taiwanese people love hot springs so much? Why do foreigners not understand it? And can I be converted into a hot spring lover here in Guanziling, Tainan? The Taiwan Haotang Initiative is encouraging everybody to get out and enjoy the experience of Taiwanese hot springs. I believe the expression goes "nuan tang san te," which doesn't really have an English definition, but the best thing we can say is enjoy the warmth of hot springs in a relaxed, chill way. Let me know down below if you have a better translation, but as for now, time for me to get to one of the local resorts and enjoy the hot springs for myself.
Yes, the Guanziling district of Tainan is full of hot spring resorts, all taking their energizing, mineral-rich water from this very source. So after a short but beautiful drive up the winding mountain roads, I arrived at King's Garden Villa Resort, where I wasted no time at all in getting into one of the pools here at Jingda Resort. And what I'm going to do first is talk a little bit about maybe why foreigners don't enjoy hot springs as much, and see how my day here in Guanziling is going to change that and make me feel much more at home here in a hot spring. And of course, the one thing that really bothers us here as foreigners is being naked in public. Of course, I'm not fully naked, I'm wearing my swimsuit, but there is a naked pool here at Jingda. But of course, I'm not going to be jumping into the naked pool today, and maybe we'll save that for my OnlyFans. But yes, I really think that being a foreigner in Taiwan, even out in the streets, sometimes we stand out and people like to point and stare, but here in a hot spring, especially with our relatively more hairy bodies, we tend to get a few more stares and feel a little bit more self-conscious. But I have to say, I'm already starting to feel at home here at Jingda, and also, as I've gotten older in Taiwan over my 15 years, I've got much less self-conscious, and to be honest, I think most Taiwanese people, they don't really care. The point of being at a hot spring is to relax, enjoy the warm temperature, and socialize with friends, which hopefully we'll be doing a lot of today, and hopefully I'll get to speak to some people about why Taiwanese people love hot springs so much. But as for now, time to sit back, relax, and enjoy the hot spring. Yes! So while I'm soaking here at this resort, I want to be clear and let you guys know this video isn't an ad for this specific resort, but rather a promotion for all resorts just like it here in Guanziling and the area itself. We'll explore some of the scenic spots of Guanziling later, but now it was time for my second soak of the day in a hotter pool where the temperature in this water is 40 degrees. Apparently that's really good for health and circulation. And while I'm here, I'm going to give you some Taiwan hot spring facts. In Taiwan, do you know how many hot springs there are? Give you a chance to answer. There are 19 different hot springs in Taiwan in all of these locations that you can see on the screen right now. I'm not going to list them all. And Guanziling, where I am right now, is the only hot spring that has natural clay water. And one final fact while I'm here brewing in this hot spring, there is only one county in Taiwan that doesn't have hot springs. I'm not going to give you the answer right away. Leave it in the comments down below if you know the one county in Taiwan that doesn't have hot springs. As for me, time to sit back, relax, and enjoy this 40-degree water. I can feel the pressures of life ebbing away as the water washes over my body. Here at Jingda Resort, they have mud masks, green bean facial masks, and apple facial masks. I'm going to go for the original, the mud mask, and apparently, as well as deep cleansing your skin and reducing acne, it also minimizes skin pores. And as I get older, the more and more of those I have. So just like this, I'm fully masked up and ready to go. So I'm here in the Foot Hot Spring Pool, sitting next to the soothing sounds of a waterfall that you can no doubt hear. And of course, as I'm only bathing my feet, you'll be happy to know my shirt is back on, and I've got the face mask that I mentioned earlier. But while I'm here, I'm going to give you some of the to-dos, not to-dos, and taboos surrounding hot springs here in Taiwan. The first of which is don't come into a hot spring hungry. It's very rare you'll find I'm hungry. I eat 4 or 5 times a day. But of course, just to avoid any dizziness or fainting episodes, make sure you're well fed before you get
get in. And also on the same point, don't get into a hot spring tired in case you fall asleep or pass out. Of course, a little bit of common sense goes a long way. And one thing I did get told before coming in is make sure you're not drunk. Maybe they know me, maybe they've seen my videos before, but as it's 9 AM in the morning, no chance of that for me. So those are the 3 common taboos, but I guess the unspoken rule is just to be polite, don't stare. And the final taboo, which I'm actually breaking at the moment, is always make sure you wear a swim cap. This is another thing foreigners find very weird, because some of us have very short hair or often even bald and very hairy bodies, but we still need to wear a swim cap, and they don't seem to mind our body hair being in the water. Not sure if that's just my observation or not, but yes, ordinarily I would be wearing a swim cap. Just for this video, while the pool is closed to the public, I'm getting away with breaking one of the major taboos. Don't go too hard on me in the comment section. Anyway, now I think it's time to go find some food, and then off to some beautiful scenic locations here in Guanzilin Scenic Area. Okay, so I was just getting out of this foot pool and I noticed some weird feeling in my feet, and apparently it's a low frequency electrotherapy therapeutic wave foot bathing Woody Spring pool, which apparently at these certain red arrows in the pool emits like a low frequency electrical current into the water, which is good for circulation and some other health benefits. The more health benefits, the better as we get older and older. Anyway, time to get rid of this face mask, go get some food.
So it was back into the car to make our way through the mountain roads to the next location, which was this very traditional countryside style restaurant where thankfully it was
time for lunch. Yes, I have been served with a veritable feast in front of me, but there's one question I need to ask the boss. Laban yo pijama. Wow, 5-star service. Luckily for me, the boss has already introduced all of the foods to me, so I'm going to try my best to introduce it as well as I can to you guys. And the first one is this amazing, juicy looking ong zai ji, which the boss introduced to me as a very traditional Santan countryside food, and it's served with this chicken oil gravy. I'm going to pour that over the top, and there's nothing left to do other than get stuck in. No way, that is so good. That chicken by itself is incredibly juicy and moist, but adding that oily gravy just adds an extra level of delicious tenderness, succulent. Oh my goodness. Oh, I think I'm gonna cry. It's so good. Crispy skin, soft, succulent, juicy meat covered in gravy. Christmas is just around the corner for us, and this would make a perfect Christmas meat on my family dinner. Oh my goodness. 10 out of 10 for the chicken, and I don't want to spend too much time on food in this video because there's lots more to see. So we're gonna go to our next dish, which is this mayo niao fo. Oh, it popped in my mouth. Let's go with an 8 out of 10 for the bird's eggs. I've eaten chicken's eggs before. Can I say eggs?
Just say balls.
And the next dish is the sanzu pea, paired with some garlic, some pepper, and some chives, maybe it looks like. Oh my goodness, that is absolutely delicious. And the chewy texture of the skin combined with the crunchiness of the vegetables really gives it an interesting texture. And as we all know, collagen, good for the skin. As I'm over 40 now, got to look after this beautiful appearance. So a lot of this help me look young as possible. And the next dish on the list is this bo pui la jiao ji tang. And I'm told that this might be a little bit spicy, but I'm not afraid of a bit of spice. So let's give this a taste. Ooh, definitely a bit of spice in bo pui la jiao. Let's see how it flavors the chicken. Again, really soft, tender chicken. And as it's hot spring season, the weather's a little bit cold, a bit of hot soup to warm the bones.
So as I said, I don't want to spend too much time on the food, but it's fair to say that this is one of the most delicious meals I've eaten in a long time.
Wow, that is absolutely fantastic.
And this restaurant definitely gets my Life in Taiwan seal of approval. And for those of you worrying that I'd ordered too much food, I had some friends with me to help me finish everything before thanking the boss and leaving the restaurant to explore some of the tourist areas of Guanzilin. The first of which is this beautiful Japanese-inspired tourist information center, where a very helpful lady guided me to several tourist locations, the first of which is known as
the Haohan Po, also known as the Hero Slope, which is a set of 243 steps that were built during the Japanese occupation period, and they were actually used as exercise for recuperating injured Japanese soldiers, and anyone that was said to get to the top is called a hero, and I made it. I'm a hero. Woohoo! Okay, yeah, I only went down the last 20 steps or something. I didn't go all to the bottom, but still count myself as a hero. Okay, on to the next location.
And that next location brought us to another Japanese-style building, which is home to the Wood Story House Museum, which shares the story of Taiwan's lumber industry, which was also very important during the Japanese colonial times. And it's definitely worth a visit while you're in the area. But I still feel I haven't discussed the title of this video enough yet, so I invited a guest from the area to help me understand a little more about the hot spring industry of Taiwan and Guanzhilin in particular. So please welcome Mr. Lin to the channel.
我目前是在台南市温泉协会当理事长。
OK，
对，
你是当地人对不对？
对，我是当地人，
Guanzhilin当地人，
从小在这边长大。
这里是什么地方？我们现在在哪里？
这里是Guanzhilin的碧云寺，
我们可以看到全部的嘉义
平原，
非常好看。The view from up here is absolutely beautiful. Cannot recommend it enough. 所以我想问Guanzhilin的温泉有什么特别？为什么很特别
？Guanzhilin是台湾唯一的泥浆温泉，它的水质比较特殊一点。
它
是水中带泥沙，是自然涌出的温泉。
好，
跟一般的温泉，它出来的水质是弱碱性碳酸泉，是 pH 值在8.5左右。
OK，
是浊色的热水
，OK，
跟一般的温泉不一样，一般的温泉都是清的，没有无色无味。
OK， 下一个问题是，台湾人为什么那么喜欢泡汤？
你们外国人一样喜欢玩水一样，我们台湾人喜欢泡汤，尤其是冬天泡完汤之后软乎乎的那种感觉都很棒。
OK， 在这个影片里面，我说外国人有一点害羞，是我看到在温泉里面，台湾人几乎没有害羞。是吗？
泡在温泉池里面就觉得很放松，所以说很自然，就觉得很自然这样。
好 ，OK，
欢迎大家来Guanzhilin泡我们这边的温泉。我们Guanzhilin温泉是台湾独一无二的泥浆温泉，水质特别特殊。台湾的话，一定要来Guanzhilin泡我们这边的温泉。我们这边的温泉是世界上只有这3个地方，就是意大利的西西里岛、日本的鹿儿岛，还有台湾的Guanzhilin。
So thanks to Mr. Lin for bringing me to this beautiful location and for his straightforward explanation, which showed me that maybe I have been overthinking the whole shy or not shy thing and should just enjoy the hot springs in future. And also off camera, Mr. Lin introduced me to his own private hot spring hotel where beautiful personal hot spring rooms are available for those who prefer it to a public experience. But soon enough, it was time to get to the final location of the day, and it is possibly one of the most famous in Guanzhilin.
I've come here to the water fire source, 水火同源, and the beautiful legend behind this place is that this is where the fire comes out of a dragon's mouth and the dragon snakes its way through Guanzhilin all the way down to the source, where unbelievably the source is the dragon's urine. Maybe such a beautiful story at the start, not so beautiful by the end of the story, but I've been so happy to share my experience here in Guanzhilin, and I'm going to encourage all of you watching to come to Guanzhilin, come to this area, sample the Taiwan Haotang, the Taiwan hot springs, and as I've done today, Nuan Tang San Te, and just relax here in the hot spring area of Guanzhilin and come and see amazing, beautiful, natural things like this. I think that's enough for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and as for now and as always, I'll see you next time in My Life in Taiwan. Peace, bye bye.